in this video we're talking about multiplying and dividing decimals. In the first part of the video we did examples all the way up to 15. In this part of the video we do examples all the way down to 24. Okay, we'll do the rest of this workbook in the last one, I believe. Oh no, then there's also rounding. So 2 more videos for this group. All right, so let's start example 16. This video goes with the crash course, so if you're watching this video and you were not in the crash course for multiplying, dividing decimals, it might be a little bit confusing. You may want to check that class out at outschool.com. It's also in the comments below, so you can check out the course and see it live. I also have many Udemy courses. This is not one of them, but I am developing new ones every day, so check me out on Udemy as well. All right, so in this first one we have 15.5 divided by 5. The first number goes inside the hat. Okay, so this number goes inside. Let me make a little guide over here. And the second number goes on the outside. All right, now it's very important that that outside number does not have a decimal in it. I mean, we could multiply both of these numbers by 10 in order to get the decimal out of the first number, but it's not necessary. Let me give us some more room to look at this. All right, as long as this does not have a decimal, we can start multiplying through. So 5 goes into 15 3 times. Got to bring that decimal up. Just like when we multiply, we add going down, dividing is the opposite, so we would do the opposite function and subtract going down. 5 goes into 5 one time. So the answer to this one is 3.1. All right, let's look at the next one. Again, following the same pattern, the 20.16 is going to go on the outside. And the 4 is going to go on the inside. Let's go ahead and put our decimal in the answer. 4 goes into 25 times. Drop down my 1. 4 cannot go into 1, so I got to put a 0 in there. And then I can drop down the next one, which is a 6. 4 can go into 16 4 times. And if I did that math, we'd get a 0. So the answer is 504. All right, let's put our decimal in our answer. 8 can go into 64 8 times. 8 times 8 is 64, which gives me 0. I'm going to drop down my 2. 8 cannot go into 2, and we're in the tens place. I can't jump to the hundreds place, so I put something in the tens place. Tens with the THS at the end. So I have to put a 0 in there as a placeholder. Now I can drop down another digit, and 8 goes into 24 3 times. Just like when I multiply, I'm shifting over so that I can be underneath the place value. This time I'm trying to be on top of the place value that I'm working with, okay? So this one is that answer. All right, 3 goes into 9 3 times. Drop down the 0. Got to put that decimal in. 3 goes into the zeros 0 time. Drop down another digit. 3 goes into 2 0 time because it can't go into it. But it gets me above this thousands place so that I can say it goes into 27 9 times. All right, last one of this set. But not the last one we're doing today. 6 goes into 12 2 times. Gotta put my decimal in. Bring down my 0. 6 goes into 0 0 times, so I can drop down the 3. 6 goes into 3 0 times because it can't go into it, and I need a placeholder so that I can get over to that thousandths place. Now 6 will go into 36 6 times. Alright, so this next one is actually in here, in your workbook. So I'm going to skip and go on to 21. First let me put that decimal mark in there. 12 goes in 24 2 times. 2 times 12 is 24. Drop down my 0. 12 cannot go into 0. Got to put a placeholder. 12 cannot go into 6. So what do here? I put another 0. Now, let me ask you something. $1.50 and $1.50 with an extra 0 means the same thing. It doesn't change its value, or even 1.5 is the same thing as $1.50. It doesn't change its value because we put trailing zeros on it. Same with this number. I can put as many zeros as I want on the tail end of this 24.06. It does not change anything, but it does help us divide for some more places. Now, 5 times 12 equals 60. That is a number that comes up a lot. The fact that 12 goes into 60. 15 also goes into 60 4 times. 60 is kind of like the number 24. There are a lot of things that go into it. It's a good number to memorize all the ways to get to. All right, and we're done. So sometimes we got to go out some more places to get the answer. All right, let's do the next one. Gonna bring that decimal point up, and 5 goes into 25 5 times. 5 cannot go into 2, so I need to put a placeholder so I can go out to the hundreds place. And like I said, 0.2 is the same as 0.20. Doesn't change its value, it's still 20 cents. There's an understood 0 if I don't write it there. Okay, so I'm going to drop down my 0. 5 can go into 20 4 times. So the answer to this one is 5.04. All right, I got 2 more to this video, I think, right? Yes. 2 more to this video, and then there's a couple more videos left in this series. So let's get to it. Okay, so 4 can go into 16 4 times. 4 times 4 is 16. Subtract, get 0. Put that decimal place in my answer and drop down another 0. 4 cannot go into 0, okay? So I'm going to put a placeholder of 0 there and drop down my 2. 4 also can't go to 2, but if I want to get to the thousandths place, I'm going to have to put a placeholder of 0 and draw a thousandths place on my number. See how these places are all corresponding? That has to be happening, just like it has to happen in multiplication. All right, so 4 can go into 20, and it can go in 5 times. That'll give me a stopping spot. All right, so let's put our decimal in, and 9 can go into 80 8 times. That's actually 72, which is going to give me 8. Drop down my 0. Now I'm above the tenths place, so my answer is going to go in that tenths place, and it's the same thing. Okay, so 72 again, get a 0, drop down my 1. Look at this, I don't have to add any values because 9 times 9 is 81. That's it for this video. Watch it until you feel like you've got it, and in the next video we're going to divide a decimal into a whole number. I made this video smaller than the others, dividing our decimal section up into 2 pieces because dividing with decimals is a lot harder than multiplication. It's the harder skill, so I want to make sure that everybody feels like they have it. Okay, so email me if you have any questions, and I hope to see you guys in more of my classes.